let's go!
Hello and welcome to Ali and Mates. This is our last episode of Season 2. Thanks for joining us. My little mates and I are going to take a little holiday, but we'll be back in a couple of weeks. You ready to jump into today's episode?
Let's go! Fun fact of the week.
Have you ever wondered why leaves fall off trees?
Did trees just get tired of them?
Kind of. In autumn and winter, when the weather gets cooler and there's less sunlight, some trees stop making as much food from the sun. So instead of using extra energy to keep all their leaves alive, they let them fall off and grow fresh new ones later. Nature's pretty amazing, isn't it? Time for This or That, where I ask you 3 rapid-fire questions and you need to answer straight away. There's no time for thinking and there's no right or wrong. Ready? Let's go. Would you prefer eggs or porridge for breakfast? Question number 2, would you rather colour with pencils or texters? And finally, would you prefer to be a fly or an elephant?
Time's up. Good job. Sayings explained.
Welcome to Sayings Explained, where we take funny-sounding things grown-ups say and figure out what they really mean. Today's saying is...
Time flies when you're having fun.
Time flies when you're having fun.
But time doesn't have wings.
True. No tiny clocks are flapping around the sky. This saying just means that when you're really enjoying something, the time can feel like it's going by super fast.
Like when you're playing with friends and suddenly it's bedtime?
Or when you're on holidays and it feels like they're over in 5 minutes.
But when I'm cleaning my room, time goes so slow.
That's because when we're bored or doing something hard, we notice every minute. But when we're having fun, our brains are so busy enjoying the moment that we don't notice the time passing.
So the saying doesn't mean time really flies. It just means it feels fast.
You got it. So next time someone says, "Whew, time flies when you're having fun," you know they've been having a good time.
Mystery sound. Can you guess the mystery sound?
Alrighty, time for our mystery sound. Listen closely and see if you can guess what this sound is. Ooh, any ideas? Time's up. That's a tricky one. If you guessed buckling up your seatbelt, well done.
Stories from the Bible.
Today's story comes from Matthew chapter 21, and it starts with a father going to his 2 sons, and he says,
"Can you please go and work in the vineyard today?"
Now, a vineyard is a place where grapes grow. The first son says, "Nah, I don't want to."
Rude.
Yeah, but later on, he changes his mind, he thinks about it, and decides to go and help his dad after all. Then the father asks the second son the same thing. And this son said, "Yes, sir, I'll go, I'll help."
Well done.
Sounds great, right? But guess what? He never actually shows up. Jesus asked which son did what the father wanted.
The first one.
That's right. Even though the first son said no at first, he ended up obeying. But the second son said all the right words, but didn't follow through. Jesus was teaching something really important. God cares about what's in our hearts and what we actually do, not just what we say. Sometimes we don't get it right straight away. Sometimes we've got a bad attitude or make the wrong choice at first, but God loves it when we turn around and we choose to do the right thing. So this week, let's not just be people who say kind things or talk about helping or promise to obey. Let's actually do it.
Actions speak louder than words. Kids Corner!
Okay, welcome to Kids Corner, where we share jokes from our listeners. And today we have a joke from...
Hi, I'm Max. I'm 4 years old.
I'm Toby. I'm 2.
We used to live in Australia, but now we live in England, and this is our joke. What do you get if you cross a sheep with a kangaroo?
I don't know.
A welly jumper.
That's so good. Thank you, Max and Toby, for sending that in all the way from England. And if you'd like your joke on the show, ask an adult to read the show notes.
Hey kids, it's Safety Sean here with tips on staying healthy this winter. Winter can be lots of fun, hot chocolates, warm blankets and rainy days. But with that cold, wet weather can come a sniffly nose or two. So let's talk about how to stop those pesky germs from spreading everywhere. Tip number 1, catch your coughs and sneezes. If you cough or sneeze into your hands, those germs can end up everywhere you touch next, and that's gross. So instead, cough or sneeze into your elbow, like this. Achoo! That way, your germs stay with you and not on the door handle, the Lego, or in your little brother's Weet-Bix. Tip number 2, wash your hands properly. If someone hasn't been catching those coughs and sneezes, those germs are all over everything they've touched, and that's when most people get sick, by touching something a sick person has and catching their germs. So, if you wash your hands well, you keep yourself and others safe. Don't just use water though, you need soap and a good scrub to kill those germs. And top tip, don't forget your thumbs and underneath your nails. Tip number 3, tissues go in the bin. Once you've used a tissue, put it straight in the bin. Don't go leaving it around for those germs to spread, or worse, for mum and dad to have to pick it up. Ew. Straight into the bin it goes, and then wash your hands again. So let's keep those germs at bay this winter and keep everyone healthy. This is Safety Sean, signing off.
You are wonderfully made.
Everyone knows about muscles. If I said flex your muscles, I bet you'd make a big, strong arm pose.
Like this.
Perfect. Did you know there are more than 600 muscles in your body? And they're working all day long. Probably the most important muscle in your whole body is your heart. It's a special muscle called the cardiac muscle, and it pumps blood around your body thousands of times every single day.
Even while we're sleeping?
Even then. Muscles help you blink your eyes, chew your food, smile at your friends, and stick out your tongue.
Bleh.
You use muscles to walk, run, jump, climb, and even just stand up without wobbling over.
So like muscles do like everything.
Pretty much. In fact, walking uses hundreds of muscles all working together like a team. Without muscles, you couldn't hold a fork, kick a soccer ball, play piano, or even get out of bed.
Muscles are amazing.
They really are. And muscles need fuel to stay strong and healthy. Things like good food, water, sleep, and exercise. God made you to enjoy this life to the fullest, but you've got a role to play. So eat those veggies if you want strong muscles.
Time for some nice news.
Imagine if a huge storm or flood happened near your home and suddenly the power's out. There's no kitchen, no warm meals.
That would be really hard.
Yeah, well, there's an amazing group called Mercy Chefs, and they travel to places where disasters have happened to cook hot meals for families in need. Real chefs with giant pots, huge cooking trucks, and lots of helpers. When floods, fires, or hurricanes happen, Mercy Chefs arrive ready to cook tasty meals for people who've lost so much.
That's so kind.
One time after a big disaster, they made thousands and thousands of meals for families and emergency workers, and it's all for free. A warm meal can remind someone that they loved, cared for, and not alone. No matter how old you are, you can help people too. Maybe by sharing your lunch or playing with a classmate who looks lonely. Small acts of kindness can make a really big difference. Before I say goodbye, let's check how well you've been listening. Question number 1. What does the saying, "time flies when you're having fun" mean? Yeah, it means time feels like it goes really fast when you're enjoying yourself. Question number 2. Which son actually obeyed his father in the Bible story? Was it the first son or the second? Yeah, the first son, the one who changed his mind and ended up helping his dad in the vineyard. All right, final question. Where should you cough or sneeze to help stop germs spreading? That's right, sort of into your arm, into your elbow. Or even better, a tissue if you have time to get one. Well, that's a wrap on today's episode of Ali and Mates and a wrap on Season 2. Thank you for joining us each week, for sharing it with your mates. We'll be back in a few weeks. Until then, have fun, stay curious, and always be kind. Bye for now.
See you, everybody. Thanks for listening each week. And also, if you have any ideas for new segments, you can send them in. All the details in the show notes below. Bye!